Hallo en welkom weer so by Farmspace. Ons is hier by die Krip Landboufees. Ek praat vandag met Phillip Horsch. Hy sal die pad daarso van Duitsland af so 'n bietjie vir ons vertel waar kom Horsch vandaan, hoe lyk hy goed, wat's hulle visie vir die maatskappy en hoe kyk hulle daarna as hulle implemente maak. Hulle boer self ook, so dis goed. Right, kom ons luister. Phillip, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
That's good news. That's good to hear. How's South Africa been thus far?
Well, we've been traveling here for this week, and it's been great. I've been here numerous times, and it is always the same. I love the country, I love the people, I love the hospitality, and it's great things. And it's been great to be back after this pandemic again. It's been a while due to the pandemic, and it got time to come back.
No, that's good. Okay, so give me a quick overview, Horsch. Where does Horsch come from, and how long have you guys been in business and so forth, and where did the company start?
Yeah, we are a German ag equipment manufacturer based in southern East Germany, and we got started almost 40 years ago. We are a first generation company, a family business, and we are basically serving the professional ag farmer around the world. Respectively, we are active in the entire world, in all major cropping areas, and we serve the professional farmer with everything he needs but tractors and combines. So we are looking at tillage, seeding, planting and crop care technologies.
And at the end of the day, as I took from your presentation, you're specifically focused on row crops because that's primarily what you do.
Well, no, not necessarily. We are basically looking at specific market needs when we enter a market. And obviously here in South Africa, the premier topics are around row crops and crop care for us. And that's why we focus on these two topics here in South Africa.
So when you go about building a piece of equipment, the one thing that the feedback that I've gotten from farmers and so forth is that, listen, you take this thing, you basically take it out of the box, you put it in the field and it just works. Why is that?
Well, we always try to do our best, and I mean, we have a long history, a long experience with technologies, and of course things we bring here have been in our product portfolio for many years already, so we have proven our concepts in other markets, especially in markets around Europe and Eastern Europe. That's where everything always starts, and then we bring it into the world. So things we bring into the world are always proven from Europe and Eastern European perspective.
And in terms of quality and all of those things, what's your quality control? That because obviously you've got a bunch of things in place for that, but how do you go about quality control and all of that?
Well, quality always starts with people. So the most important thing is always to manage your people in your organization, whether it's when quality starts already in the engineering department. So it starts with engineering, it goes through all the other departments, all the way down to the shop floor. And it always has to do with people. Get people in a very responsible position, and train them well, work with them directly, and then things go well. Then of course there is additional systems always in place in any manufacturing cycle, whether it's audit system, QC gates, QC topics being applied, etc., etc.
And materials?
Well, materials have been a challenge this year, as we all know, with the worldwide mess up in the supply chains. But materials we are applying is usually very high quality on the steel side and very high quality on lots of component side. There's very many topics we actually design ourselves and then get manufactured for us by quality manufacturers. Talking about bearings, seals, shafts, bushings, hardened pieces, etc., etc., etc.
And the final thing is, in terms of South Africa, what's your vision for South Africa? Have you got any plans in terms of new products and those things you want to bring here?
Well, in South Africa, what I see has changed over the last couple of years. There's more and more dynamics in the direction of min-till and no-till technologies. So we want to bring our expertise here to this market in these areas, and of course want to add South African knowledge, so that's why I'm here.
When you're saying your expertise, is that on the back of everything you've achieved in Brazil and Argentina in that space? Or when you're talking about that, what do you mean by that expertise?
When we talk specifically about row crops, yes, the majority of our expertise in terms of no-till and row crops is experience from Brazil, from South America, but there's also some no-till being done in Europe and Eastern Europe. But it's a long-term perspective and a long-term expertise. Actually, no-till was the topic our company is based on, and it is the topic with what we get started with almost 40 years ago.
That's interesting. So it's not like it's a new thing
No,
for you.
not at all.
You
Not at
know
all.
about
Not
that.
at all. I grew up with no-till.
That's really interesting. Phillip, thank you very much and have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Right, so dit is Phillip Horsch van Horsch planters en nie net planters nie, hulle maak 'n klein huisie vol tillage equipment en al die goeders ook. So as jy belangstel om met hulle in kontak te kom, linkie bo of hieronder en dan kan jy vir jou by hulle hoor waarmee kan hulle jou help. Dis hier van Farmspace af, tot volgende keer. Groete.